Dula's meat market tested negative for anthrax.
How were the men?
3 have a severe case of cutaneous and inhalational exposure.
And the others?
Inhalational only. Natalie's making as comfortable as she can, but the 3 with cutaneous exposure, they're not likely to make it.
You know, they come to this country illegally for a better life. Without papers, they're afraid to ask for help.
How can dying in America be better than returning to Nigeria?
You may be asking yourself the wrong question. Once they're here, why don't we turn our backs on them? The sick men all share this apartment. They all moved here from Nigeria 3 months ago.
Well, whenever they entered the country, they may have brought a form of naturally acquired anthrax with them. Glove up.
The landlord paid 2 of them to work around the building. The others, they did odd jobs around town.
Maybe it's the work that connects them to Sarah and the others. Musicians.
There's nothing here. The landlord also said something about selling products at a flea market. It's cologne, clothes.
Different food, different social circles, different part of town. Yet something links them with Sarah Doyle and the other anthrax victims.
Whatever it is. Wait. Check this out.
That's the same bag we found in Sarah Doyle's, the bridesmaid's gifts.
McCabe?
Is Sarah Doyle conscious?
She's in and out.
Ask her where she bought the designer handbags for her bridesmaids.
Dr. Connor, she's not fully recovered.
McCabe, just ask her.
Sarah, can you hear me? We need to know where you bought the designer handbags for your bridesmaids. She says they're fake.
She bought them at an African street market in North Philly.
Uh-huh. That's where we are now. Good job.
Well, I am glad to see you're feeling better.
So am I, Dr. McCabe.
Come on.
Love Philly. How many people do you suppose pass through this intersection on a given day?
In this part of town, hundreds, maybe 1,000.
All right. Up to 1,000 possible contacts with anthrax in this intersection and only 17 reported cases? How could that happen?
I don't know.
Anthrax is transferred by contact with infected animals. People bought infected clothing. Ate infected meat. That would cause at least 100 cases, not 17. Has to be something more specific. We're looking for a mode of anthrax transfer that is both tactile and breathable. Excuse me.
I have a license.
That's not why I'm here. Do you usually perform with 5 other musicians?
No, we don't. They usually grab a spot over there. But I haven't seen them with their drums all day.
Thanks, man. Sarah Doyle came here to buy handbags for her bridesmaids. Knockoffs. She heard the music being played. We know that at least one of them was playing a drum. How are they all exposed? The surface of the drums is made of stretched animal hide. The animal hide were infected with naturally acquired anthrax. The pounding of the drums would have aerosolized the spores, infecting anyone playing. We're getting too close to the drums. The answer isn't here. It's back at their apartment.
We found it.
An African drum. Seems so harmless.
If anthrax could live on its surface for years, it's not so harmless.
It's the same African strain found in Mozambique we identified in the lungs of all the patients, as well as the cutaneous lesion on Ian's hand.
The spore encapsulates the bacteria with a protective shell. Of course, can't hurt you unless you touch it or inhale it.
Or in this case, pound the crap out of it.
Yeah, remind me to keep my bongos in the closet next NIH party, huh? The risk of naturally contracting anthrax is very low in the U.S. You definitely broke the mold.
When can I go home?
A few more days. Then in a couple months, you'll be back to your old self.
It doesn't matter, Dr. McCabe. Because the vows say in sickness and in health, so he's stuck with me either way.
I'll be right back.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Excuse me. It was me.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Hodge, the reporter. I called him.
Why? Why would you get in the way of us trying to help? Don't you realize that...
You weren't my priority, Miss Rossi. Sarah was. Before you got here, 3 people died. No one knew about it. Nothing was being done. I mean, what would you have done?
If I had what you and Sarah have, not only would I have called the press, I would have called the National Guard.
Your O2 sats are above 80% on room air.
What does that mean?
It means there's room for improvement.
And the others?
We're doing everything we can.
I mean, will they be deported?
It's unlikely they'll be able to stay. But you did everything you could for them, Ian. Thank you for your help.
Join me?
Step right in.
Long day.
Since when did we ever have a short one? Miles tells me that Sarah's wedding is planned for the end of the month, and that 2 other women are well on the road to recovery.
Powell has tracked down the last of the drums, including the one that Wally sold Ian. The other owners have been vaccinated and given a prophylactic dose of Cipro. You beat a drum, celebrate life, and...
You come close to dying. 3 of them did. 3 more might.
we saved a community today. That's worth something. What?
You know, the 5th and 6th plagues in the book of Exodus could have been the outbreak of anthrax in cattle and humans.
No plagues today.
No. No plagues today.
You want me to close your door?
We can go for a little walk. You do good work, Natalie.
We do good work, Stephen.